Hey crafters, let me ask you something. Are you still paying for Cricut Access? If so, stop right now. Don't get me wrong, Cricut Access is convenient, but the truth is, you don't need it to make amazing projects. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock your Cricut's full potential without ever subscribing to Cricut Access. From free design resources to tips on creating your own layered designs, I'll walk you through simple ways to save money while still creating beautiful projects. So if you're ready to ditch the subscription fees and keep more money in your pocket, stick around. This is going to be a game changer. Let's get started. In Design Space, you'll be greeted with the home screen, and what I am going to do is click on the search bar. And then I'm just going to click on something that I've recently searched for. And then you can come over to this little drop-down menu where it says All Projects, and you can click on the underneath the Cricut categories. You can click on free, and this is going to filter all of the free projects and images that you'd like to use. You can also come to these tabs over here and you can select images or fonts, profiles, and then you can also select projects, and that will filter all the free images. If you do come over to images, you'll see that there are filters here. Just be sure to click on free. For fonts, I am going to click on Canvas, and then I'm going to add in some text just by clicking on the text tab, and we're just going to make this a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And then you're going to locate the font tab, which is right over here, and then I'm just going to click on the drop down menu. And you'll see that we have some different options. In Design Space, they have a whole bunch of different fonts that you can choose from. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to filter the free fonts. So if you come down to the filter icon, you click on it. Underneath General, you'll find the free tab, which you can click on. And that's going to filter all of the free fonts that you can use on Cricut. You'll see that there are other tabs, which is System, Recent, and Bookmarked. System basically is the fonts that are available on your computer, and you can definitely install your own fonts to use in Cricut Design Space. I will show you how to do that later on in the video. We also have Recent. This is basically just the recent fonts that you've used. And then if you do like any particular fonts that you came across while searching for the free fonts on Cricut, you can always bookmark them using this little bookmark icon, and you can find all of your bookmarked fonts underneath the bookmark tab. If you're unable to find an image or font in Design Space, then you'll want to use alternative sources. These are completely free to use, and there are tons of images and fonts to choose from. For images, you can use websites such as Canva, PNG Tree, Clean PNG, FreePic, Love SVG, Design Bundles, and there's a whole lot more. For fonts, you can use websites such as DaFont, FontSpace, and Google Fonts. You might need to create an account to use some of these websites. When I search for images, I like to search for the silhouette of that image so that it is a black image. That'll be easier to edit in Design Space. You might also need to filter some of these websites to free images depending on which site you use. So those are just a few things to keep in mind. So I have 3 tabs open on my web browser, Google Chrome, and one of my favorites are PNG Tree, which is this website that I'm currently on. And then I've also opened Love SVG, which you can already see there are freebies that you can use in your designs. And then there's also FreePic, which you can filter to some vectors, photos, icons, and PSD files, which are a bit more advanced, but you can just search for basic images on this website as well. So I'm going to demonstrate how to download your own images. So I'm going to go ahead and search for an image, and I'm just going to search for Christmas hat. And this is why I like to search for the silhouette of an image. So if you upload these to Design Space, you're going to have a hard time editing it, especially if it is for a vinyl sticker or if it's for a t-shirt or you're cutting something out of just plain material and you're not making a print and cut job, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So that's why I like to search for the silhouette. Unless you're using it for print and cut, then this is perfectly fine. So I'm just going to add silhouette to my search, and that'll give me a whole bunch of Christmas hats that will be easier to use in Design Space. Now, if you scroll over or you hover over some of these images, you'll see that some of them are free and some of them are not free. This one, it requires a premium membership, which we don't want to do. So yeah, like I said, you might need to filter some of these to use the free images. So you can just click on this little drop down menu and you can filter them to free. And there's a whole bunch of different ones that we can use. So I'm just going to download one of them. Let's choose this one. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on download PNG. I'm going to click on relax download because that is free. Okay, and then you'll see that it's downloaded when the download pops up over here. So we've downloaded that. I'm going to exit out of Google Chrome, and then I'm going to go to Design Space and show you how to upload this. In Design Space, I'm going to go ahead and click on Canvas, and then I'm going to click on Upload. I'm going to click on Upload Image, and then I'm going to click on Browse. You can also drag the file there if it's a little bit easier for you to do it that way. So next, you just want to locate the file on your computer, which is this one over here in my downloads. And I'm just going to double click on that. And then I'm going to click on Continue. And this is where we get to edit the image and remove the background, or you can erase some parts that you don't want. So because this is from PNG Tree and it's a PNG already, we don't really have to do much. We don't have to edit anything. If you want to, you can, but this is perfectly fine. The background is already removed. That is what I like about PNG, is that it is true PNG images. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm happy with that. I'm going to click on Apply and Continue. And then we're going to want to choose a single layer because we're going to cut this out of vinyl or glitter cardstock or whatever you're going to use. You want to choose a single layer. That creates a one color image or silhouette. And then the flat graphic is basically images that you use for print and cut jobs. So we're going to convert the upload to a single layer, and then I'm going to click Continue. You can rename the image if you want to. You can also add it to a collection that you've created if you want to sort your things out that way. But I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to click on Upload. If you aren't happy with the image, you can always go back and edit it. And that's how you upload your own images to use in Design Space. So I think one of my favorite things to do is create my own designs in Canva. Canva is such a useful design tool, and it's very user-friendly. You don't need to be a graphic designer to know how to use Canva. It's just such an awesome program, and I use it a lot. I also use my daughter's Canva for school because they have the pro version, and I mean, I pay for her school fees, so it's kind of included with the school fees, and so I use hers when I need to use some premium items, but you can use Canva completely free, and they've got such cute little images that you can use and create your own designs. When you do go into Canva, you will need to have an account in order to use Canva. So just set up an account, and then this is the home screen. And what we're going to do is create a design. I'm also going to show you how to download that and upload it to Design Space, and you'll see that there's different icons on the left hand side here, and those are for your projects and templates and things. You can also select a template, but I typically like to create my own designs and then upload it into Design Space. So to do that, we're going to click on create a design, and then you can scroll down to custom size if you want a custom size, or you can choose from one of the preset sizes. So I'm going to click on custom size, and then you will just need to change the units to whatever you're comfortable with. I use centimeters, and I'm just going to create a 10 by 10 centimeter design. Once you've entered the unit in, click on create new design. We do have a few icons on the left hand side. The icons that I use the most are the Elements tab, the Text tab, and the Upload tab. So I typically upload images, and then I'll use text, I'll use elements. So I'm going to go ahead and click on elements. You can also search for templates, but for this, we don't really need to do that because I'm pretty much doing a very simple design. So I'm going to click on elements. And then we're going to search for a little Christmas tree, or even just something Christmassy. So I'm going to search for Christmas. And then again, I'm going to add silhouette to my search. That way it's just easier to get black images to use in Design Space. So under here by the Graphics tab, sorry, my English, my tongue is actually getting twisted today. By the Graphics tab, you're going to click on See All. And then there's a whole bunch of different cute little graphics that you can use. So you'll see that again, some of these are pro elements that you won't be able to use if you don't have Canva Pro. But there are a lot of free ones that you can use. This one is super cute. So I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, and I'm going to put that in the middle. And then I'm going to add in some text. So I'm just going to add a text box. And you can add a heading, a subheading. It doesn't really matter because you can manipulate this, and you can change the color. You can make it bold. You can make it italic, and you can even add effects to it. But for this design, let's just say that I'm cutting this out of vinyl. I do want it to be really simple and not overly complicated. So I'm going to change the font, and I'm going to click on the font tab, and then you have a whole bunch of different fonts that you can use. So I'm just going to search for one. This one looks cute, and we're going to go ahead and just type in some text here. And then you can also make this font bigger just by increasing the size. And you can really play around with it and create something super cute. So that is, I love that. That's so cute. So that is my design. And now I'm going to show you how to download it on Canva and then upload it into Design Space. So to download this image, you're going to click on the share button on the right hand side of your screen. And then I'm going to click on download at the bottom. And then it is suggested that you download this in a PNG. You can also download it in a JPG, a PDF, PDF print. But for Cricut Design Space, we're going to use the PNG. Now, we're not using the pro version of Canva, so it's not going to make a transparent background, but that's actually fine because we can remove the background in Design Space. Okay, so once that is downloaded, I'm going to head on over to Cricut Design Space. which I thought I had open. Clearly I didn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and open Design Space. All right, and then I'm going to click on Canvas, and it's pretty much the same procedure as I did in the previous part of the video where you upload your own images. It's pretty much the same thing. But I'm just going to walk you through it. So I'm going to go ahead, click on Upload, Upload Image, Browse. You want to locate the image on your computer, which is in my Downloads folder. I'm just going to double click on my image. And then I'm going to click on Continue. And this is where we need to remove the background. So this can be a bit tedious depending on your design. So just go ahead, remove all the background. You might need to zoom in a little bit. Once you're happy with how your design looks and the background is removed, I'm going to go ahead and click on Apply and Continue. And again, we're going to choose single layer. And obviously, if it's a flat graphic that you want to use for print and cut, then you'll select that. I'm going to go ahead, click on Continue. If you didn't remove the background correctly or you want to edit it some more, you can always click on the back button and that will take you back to the previous step. But this, it looks good. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to click on Upload. And that way your design will be uploaded to Cricut Design Space. All right, the next free design tool that you can use, and the one that I really love because it just makes my life easier, is Adobe Express. So Adobe Express is very helpful for removing backgrounds from images. And that is why I love it so much. You will need to create an account to use Adobe Express, which is completely free to do. And I am on the home screen of Adobe Express. So what you want to do is just click on Get Adobe Express for free. Okay, I'm just going to click off of these pop-ups. And it will ask you to create an account and why you're using, and it's just going to ask you a few questions on why you want to use Adobe Express. It's just to create a more user-defined experience, but I am already logged into my account. So the one thing that I wanted to highlight with Adobe Express is the option to remove a background from an image. So I'm going to click on, you'll see over here, it's located under More Ways to Start. And then you're going to select Remove Background. And then you want to locate the image on your computer. So let's just choose this one that I downloaded a few minutes ago. And then Adobe Express will do all the magic for you. You don't have to really do anything. This is not a great example. But you can see that it sort of removed the background. I didn't want it to remove the star, but you might just need to play around with it. You can open it in the editor, but it normally does a pretty good job at removing backgrounds. It's just, this was probably not the best image that I chose for this particular design. So if you're happy with your design and your background is removed, you can go ahead and download it to your computer. There's also a lot more that you can do in Adobe Express. You can also design your own content. You can generate images with AI. So if you click on that, we can try something. Let's say Christmas tree silhouette. Oh my gosh, I'm searching. I meant to click on create. So we're going to create something. Let's go with a custom size. Let's make it 10 by 10 centimeters. And it will give you some walkthroughs if you're new to Adobe Express. And again, you can add in some text. You can use templates. You can upload your own images. So if we click on elements over here, you can search for elements like I wanted to initially do. I actually was trying to use AI, but I still need to. I don't use this often. I sort of use Adobe Express more for removing the background. I don't really design in it. I use Canva to design in, but you can also use this to design with. So again, there's cute little Christmas trees that you can use under icons. This is so cute. I actually had no idea that they had such cute ones. So this is also really adorable, and you can also, it's pretty similar to Canva, but you can also use Adobe Express. And obviously, if you want to download it, you can just click on download, and then you obviously do want to download the PNG version of your design. And if you want to upload it into Design Space, then it's pretty much the same steps that I showed you. So if you've come across an image that you like and you want to use it, and it's got a whole bunch of different layers, and you don't know how you're going to isolate these layers, don't fret, because there's a way to do that without Cricut Access. And it is a bit tedious to do this process, but I promise you it's worth it. So let's go ahead and upload our image. So I've done the whole design over here on my canvas, as you can see. But I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So let's go ahead and click on upload. And then we're going to upload the image from our computer. And this is a high quality PNG, so I don't need to remove the background. If you need to remove the background, just make sure that you do that. So now what I'm going to do is isolate the base layer. So I'm going to select everything that is not brown. And then I'm going to click on apply and continue. I'm going to select single layer, and I'm going to click on continue and upload that to my canvas. Okay, that will upload to Design Space. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That is our first layer, and you might want to just change the colors so you know exactly which layer is what color or which layer goes with what. But you can also change the names of the layers in the layers panel. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is isolate the second layer, which is this one over here. And I'm pretty much going to do the same process. I'm going to upload the image. And now what I'm going to do is, if you scroll down, you have some more tools over here. And I'm going to change the color tolerance to 120. And then I'm going to select everything that is not white. And then I'm going to click on apply and continue. I'm going to select single layer and then click on continue and upload that. Awesome. And that is that second layer. Right, now we're going to work on the face. So I'm going to repeat the same process, upload my image. And then to work on the face, I do need to change the color tolerance to 70. So obviously this is going to change depending on the type of design that you're using. So you're just going to have to play around with it. So now I'm going to select everything that is not black. So you'll see that there will be some black dots that you will need to get rid of. Otherwise, that's going to appear in your design. So you'll see there's like tiny dots here. So what I'm going to do is just zoom out. And I am going to select the eraser, and I'm going to bump the brush up to 100, and I'm just going to erase all of those little black dots. Once that is done, I'm going to hit apply and continue, select single layer, and then I'm going to upload that to my canvas. So basically it will look like this. For the eyes, for the cheeks and the mouth, it's pretty much the same process. I did have to erase those little black dots to get the face perfect like this. So that is how you create different layers in Cricut Design Space without Cricut Access. Cricut does also offer free trials from time to time, and it's a great way to utilize those free trials when you have a specific project in mind and you need certain images or fonts that require the premium subscription to Cricut Access. Well, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and I hope that you found it helpful. I'll see you in the next craft video.